Alright guys, huge news. The official Ahsoka trailer has finally dropped, so I have not seen it. This will be my first reaction to it. But yeah, let's see what happens in it.
Whoa.
So, from what I can already tell, that looks like a Imperial ship that Imperial, higher-ups would use to travel around the galaxy. We also do know that the New Republic will eventually use them as well. In Mando Season 3, we can see that.
It's inevitable.
Okay, when they say war is inevitable, I'm pretty sure they're talking about war with the new empire. Because Thrawn, in the comics, in the expanded universe, the EU, he becomes the new emperor in the Heir to the Empire books. But unfortunately, because of Disney, that is no longer canon. But it looks like they're making that semi-canon now. That guy right there. He is the master. He is no longer a Jedi. He is a fallen Jedi, a dark Jedi, as you will. And that person right there is his apprentice. They seem to be mercenaries, for hire, as if it's already been confirmed that they are mercenaries and no longer Jedi. That seems to be their ship in the background, and it seems as if they're raiding this New Republic cruiser for information. If I had to guess, probably about where Thrawn is. It's been confirmed that they're not working for Thrawn, they're looking for him, probably hired by Morgan Elizabeth.
One must destroy in order to create.
That voice right there, I'm pretty sure was Thrawn's voice. So this is the first time we get to hear Thrawn's voice in live action, which I feel like they did an amazing job at it. So it looks like they're completely raiding this Republic cruiser in order to get the information they want. Clearly, peace was never an option.
We are no Jedi.
So right there, he says, "We are no Jedi," symbolizing that the time of the Jedi has basically passed. This is still in the early development, so Luke's Jedi Temple would definitely not completely be around, because it's only been a few years after the fall of the Empire. So Luke would still be recruiting new Force-sensitive people to his Jedi Temple.
I started hearing whispers.
Whispers meaning Thrawn's return whispers from probably captured Imperial remnant, or just whispers throughout the galaxy, just gossip, if you will. This looks like to be an ancient Jedi temple. That looks like the daughter-ish. For those of you who don't know, Star Wars kind of has their own gods called the Mortis gods. There is the father, the embodiment of balance. There's the son, the embodiment of the dark side. And there's the daughter, the embodiment of the light side. The daughter they're all killed in an episode of the Clone Wars. The son killed the daughter, the father killed the son and himself, making the Force completely out of balance.
Of Thrawn's return as heir.
So this is the first time we ever get to see Thrawn in live action. Looks amazing. I feel like they did a great job at it. So this looks like a ship being owned by Morgan Elizabeth, because in the previous trailers, we can see her in the same ship. So looks like Morgan Elizabeth definitely finds Thrawn in Season 1, and they will be working together to bring back the Empire.
To the Empire.
And when she says heir to the Empire, she's referring to the books in the expanded universe, the EU, of the books called Heir to the Empire, where Thrawn comes back and is the new emperor and attempts to bring back the Empire. Of course, he would fail, though, but not after destroying the Republic in multiple aspects. So right here, this looks like kind of what they showed in Star Wars Rebels in the World Between Worlds. I could be wrong.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Okay, right there. That's Morgan Elizabeth. So it looks like they're being hired to work for her.
Power.
Ooh, it looks like a map finder or world finder that Thrawn would use. So looks like it's not World Between Worlds yet, but we could be getting into that.
Dreamed.
Ooh, this looks like an entire Republic fleet going into battle. These definitely... this does not look like a diplomatic situation. Looks like aggressive negotiations, if you ask me.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
So when she says prevent another one, talking about Thrawn, of course, a war with the Empire again. Because the Empire is still around. When they destroyed the Death Star, there are still millions of Imperial units who have not accepted that the Empire is gone. So they are still around, called the Imperial Remnant. So she looks like she's trying to recruit them to help her stop Thrawn and stop the Empire for good.
You and I both know who can help you with this.
Ooh, for those of you who did not see it, I'll go back. Right there. Huang. That droid is thousands of years old. He worked for the Jedi. He's an ancient engineer that helped Jedi construct their lightsabers, which I've mentioned in my previous episode, every lightsaber color and their meaning, which you guys should totally watch. But yeah, it looks like he's working with Ahsoka in this show.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still
Ooh, that would be Lothal. That is the first time we see live action Sabine. Well, we've seen her in previous trailers and other pictures, but it looks like she's staying on Lothal waiting for Ezra, probably.
just as stubborn as ever.
So it looks like they tried to recruit her before, and it failed, but she just did not want to give up, so waiting on Lothal, and when they're referring to her being stubborn, probably meaning she's not going to leave Lothal, which she obviously will leave, because we see her in later episodes fighting someone.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin
Okay, when they're saying here, Master, referring to Anakin, but then as
never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine. You never.
So it looks like Ahsoka attempted to train Sabine. Looks like Ahsoka tried to train Sabine similar to Kanan Jarrus training her to use the Darksaber. So yeah, that's interesting. So Ahsoka tried to train Sabine, which would be so cool to see.
Made things easy for me. Master.
Ooh, right there. All right. So I think it's been confirmed. Ahsoka trained Sabine, which now this is a very far-fetched idea. What if Sabine is Force sensitive? This would truly bring the Mandalorians and Jedi closer together, because a Mandalorian is a Jedi now, or Force sensitive at that. This would be so cool to see. I really hope this is true.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can.
I think she's trying to see herself as a Jedi now, because she does have Ezra's lightsaber, as we can see in multiple shots in the previous trailers. And that was the first time we hear live-action Ezra's voice. I feel like they chose an amazing actor for him. Good job.
But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut.
Ooh, so it looks like she cut her hair. Looks like in the previous trailers, they misled us in the previous trailers using CGI hair. Which, good job. Lots of trailers do that. Mark your dates, August 23rd, that's when it's coming out. So it looks like the Inquisitor is working with those droids that we've seen in previous trailers fighting Ahsoka. So this
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
That looks like a Purgle. Right there, I'll go back. That looks like a Purgle. We've seen the Purgle in The Mandalorian Season 3 for one episode, but chances are most of you probably don't know what the Purgle are. Quick lesson. The Purgle are the only animals that we know in Star Wars to be able to travel through hyperspace at will. At the end of Star Wars Rebels, Ezra commands them to take him, Thrawn, and the entire Imperial cruisers into the unknown regions. And that is what happened now. They're looking for Ezra.
Buckle up.
If we
Yeah,
don't
that's
stop
definitely
Thrawn, everything will be in
Ooh, so this is what Thrawn looks like. Okay, looks amazing. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool.
vain. You have no power.
So this is Sabine using Ezra's lightsaber. And when she said, "You have no power," I'm going to go back because it looks like she was extending her hand out to use the Force. Right there. Now, it could just be her, have mercy. Or, now hear me out, her trying to use the Force. And when she says,
You have no power.
symbolizing that she's not been trained in the ways of the Force. Now, this is extremely far-fetched, but I think Sabine might be Force sensitive.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
So it looks like this guy worked with Anakin during the Clone Wars. So we've never seen him in the Clone Wars, or I don't think so, at least. So this is super cool. He's probably going to talk about the Clone Wars. He probably left during Order 66 and the Purge. So yeah, this is going to be so cool to see. So he flew alongside with Anakin or fought with him on battles.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
Looks like they're blowing up the ancient Jedi temple. Or I think that's an ancient Jedi temple. It looks like it from the pictures we're seeing. Looks like they blew it up in order to kill Ahsoka or to destroy whatever was left in it.
We have a lot of work to do.
So that's Xu Wang. As I've already mentioned him, yes.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Ooh, right there. So we can see Ahsoka fighting the droid. Okay, that's the Inquisitor. It is not the fifth brother as many were thinking. It was the fifth or eighth brother, but it's not that brother. It is a completely different Inquisitor. If I'm correct, there's a theory going around that it could be Barriss Offee from the Star Wars show The Clone Wars. Barriss Offee was a Jedi Padawan who basically bombed the Jedi Temple during the Clone Wars because it changed her view on the Jedi. She was imprisoned, but we don't know what happened to her afterwards. So I could be completely wrong, but I think that might be Barriss Offee. 2 episodes premiere August 23rd. Okay, I'm so excited for this. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you feel like there's any theories that might be coming up with the show, let me know in the comments. And may the Force be with you.